good, y'all? We're back at it again with this is not another podcast episode. I was just about to say that. Okay, we're gonna start this again. What's good, y'all? We're back again with another YouTube video. Today we're doing something totally different. Really excited, but before we hop into this, I need you all to go subscribe, hit the red button below, okay? Leave a comment, let me know if you like this video, and also like it if you enjoy it. If you dislike it, you don't have to leave that dislike, but it's okay. So today we're gonna do a Q&A video. I feel like I've been making YouTube videos for a while. I've been posting a podcast, but like y'all don't know me for real, and I want y'all to know me. So it's really like 21 questions because like that's how many questions I have, but it's also a Q&A. And so I posted just a survey, a little poll on Instagram to see like, hey, what y'all want to know about me? And I got some questions, so I have it in my notes and I'll just list them out and then we can get started. So let's see, first question. What's your full name? Okay, my full name is Aniyha Alexandria Jones, okay? So my middle name is Alexandria. A lot of people like kind of know that, but some people call me Alex, some people don't. But yeah, that's me. Number 2, where are you from? Your girl is from the west side of Chicago, okay? I'm really from the hood. I ain't gonna lie to you, like, I live in the ghetto. But I'm from Chicago. I'm like 10 to 15 minutes from downtown area, so I'm not too far, but I'm like literally inner city. And if you guys are familiar with the Chicago area, I'm from North Lawndale. So around that area, that community, Homan Square, like not too far from there or really right around there. So that's where I'm from. 3, where do you attend college? So actually here in my amazing apartment, okay? And it's so quiet right now. Like y'all, to be 100% transparent with y'all, this is like real life of a creator. It's 8 a.m. and I'm like, I got work to do and I got class at 9:30. So I need to record this video, but I attend the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. I'm a marketing major, and then I'm minoring in RST here, which is Recreation, Sports, and Tourism, which basically means sports management. So that's kind of what I'm doing here, but marketing is actually in the business school. So I'm majoring in business school, and then I'm minoring in like the RST school, okay? 4, what sports and activities were you involved in high school? So I played basketball. Like I've been playing basketball since I was like a little kid. Playing basketball, hooping. I was on varsity in high school. We actually won regionals my senior year, but everybody had been begging me like, Aniyha, you need to run track, because I had ran track when I was younger. I'm really, really fast. So like I was like, I want to focus on basketball. I was trying to like perfect my craft in basketball, which I was kind of like wasting my time. Like I was decent, but like, come on. Senior year, I ran track and I did basketball. Y'all, I qualified for state. I was like, I'm doing all this hard work. I'm going to AAU practices. I'm doing all of this. And I could have been like a state champ for the 100 meter a couple years ago. I'm like, never. Like if I was that intentional, and I was just like not a super good coach, like that was kind of like pure talent and conditioning for me. And so after I seen that, I was like, dang, like I should have been a track athlete. I should have took track more serious, but it's okay. Everything happens for a reason. I do love hooping. I love basketball. 5, do you have any siblings? You see my face? No, I don't, and it's terrible, okay? So everybody thinks like being the only child is this most amazing thing in the world. I don't recommend at all, okay? Like, cause okay, it's cool because, your mom or whoever your parents are, whatever the situation may be, like, of course they have all the money to buy solely you gifts. But, like, you have nobody to play with, y'all. I used to be playing house alone in a house. Like, I used to have an imaginary friend. I used to be in the house, like, playing by myself. It's not okay. Like, it's really not okay. And my mom was bogus because all of my cousins, like, have siblings. Like, I'm the only person that's the only child. Like, it's kind of sad. Yeah. So, no siblings for me. 6, my favorite thing to do with extra time. I like that's a good one. I like to do a lot of stuff though, y'all. Okay, first, I don't do this as much as I used to. and I need to be more intentional about doing it. But I do love shopping. I love shopping. I love shopping. I love streetwear, so I love like graphic tee. I like cute stuff too. But like every day, girl, give me some jogging pants, give me some jeans with a cute graphic and a little jewelry, a little lip gloss. Girl, it's good, okay? I like shopping. I love hanging out with my friends. I'm a very social person. I value my friends a lot, especially because I don't have siblings, so they're like really, really important to me. So I definitely love my friends. I love reading. I love reading. I think reading and listening to podcasts, y'all know that. It's just a way for me to like really get knowledge all of the time. I love working out. I love exercising, watching movies, watching like sports documentaries, things of that sort. And also creating content. Like, this is what I love to do. And I love to see the final product of those things. So I would say those are like my favorite things to do on free time. Definitely be with people though, like be with my friends, shopping, going to eat, like traveling, trying new things. I really, really love those. 7, it's a good one. My greatest inspiration. I don't know. That's a good one. My greatest inspiration. So I've kind of come to the point where like I don't necessarily have like role models. Like they're just people who I think have done like really good jobs in the things that they're doing, and I would love to learn from them. But I just kind of like at the point in my life I've had the realization like nobody's perfect, bro, and like you should want to be you. So my greatest inspiration, biggest inspiration, something that inspires me a lot. Ooh, that's hard. I'd probably say just like my team at like Grady Media and GSA. A lot of those individuals are very like-minded like me, and so they work hard. They're all up now, texting in the group chat right now probably, and my phone's on Do Not Disturb. And so like, yeah, those would probably be the people. A lot of people inspire me though. Like I love Kevin Hart. Oh my God, I love Kevin. I love his work ethic. I love like Issa Rae. I love Taylor Rook. I love a lot of people, okay? So I don't have a biggest one. I would just say those are like a couple people who like inspire me like on a daily. Like what? Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Okay, 8, your favorite book of all time. I read a lot. I've read like a lot of books so far, and I have like so many more to go, which makes me like really excited. But favorite book of all time? Ooh. Dang. I don't know my favorite. Okay. Right now, my top book, because I just read it, I think, and it was just really like, it's really had an impact on like the direction I want to take my podcast. It's going to be $40 Million Slaves. Another really good book that's like very well written. It's like a memoir, Shoe Dog by Phil Knight, the Nike CEO. Bruh. Okay, go read it. Especially if you want to do like entrepreneurship, you really see like glitz and glamour. It's not easy. You really see that from there. There's so many amazing books. $40 Million Slaves is probably on top right now. I ain't gonna even cap. 9. Why did you start your podcast? So if you guys are watching this, my Q&A, and you guys have not tuned into the podcast episodes that are on this YouTube channel, go make that move, okay? But I started the podcast because during quarantine, right, I had really, really hopped into podcasts, and I was like listening to them like eat, breathe, and sleep in podcasts. I saw an individual on social media named Prince Donnell, and he has a tax company called Jumpin' Jack Tax, and I loved his content, his wife content, and so I started listening to his podcast. Cool. It was more so about like business, marketing, advertising, like motivational, things like that. Then I was like, okay, I really like this, I'm learning. I hopped into sports podcast, so I'm listening to I Am Athlete, I'm listening to All the Smoke, I'm listening to so many other ones, right? So many other sports podcasts. And one day I was just laying in the bed. It was May 18th. I have the same story because I mean it's the truth. But I was laying in the bed and I'm chilling, y'all. I'm just on the computer like watching All the Smoke, and like they took 2 hours of my time. When the podcast was over, 2 hours had passed, and I was like, what? Like, never did y'all take 2 hours of my time. So I was like, okay, that's insane. And then I'm looking at the views, I'm like, a lot of people's watching these people talk about basketball, like stuff that I talk about all the time with my friends. And so from there, I just made the decision like, yo, I'm about to go start a podcast. Like, it is what it is. And I got up and I went to go do it. And so for me, it was just because I have these conversations all the time. So I was like, bro, I can do this. I also wanted to figure out a way. How do I like, everybody wants to work in sports. How does Aniyha set herself apart? And at that time, I just felt like an internship wasn't enough, and I needed to have like my own thing. And I really desired to have my own thing at that time. And so this helped. And also, like, the top, y'all know, let's be real, the top sports podcasts do not have hosts that are women, except for like Spinsters, which is on the Blue Wire. But other than that, no. And then there's nobody my age. So I was like, you know, I like to be different. Nobody does this. A lot of black people don't even listen to podcasts, and I had never heard of it from where I was coming from. So I just wanted to do something different, educate, really just change the trajectory, and also have like really honest conversations. ESPN, Sports Center, all these people on the contract, they can't say how they really feel. I can though, because it's my YouTube, it's my podcast, it's my platform. I really like that. Like, nobody can take that away from me. So that's why I started it. Thank you for these questions. These are great so far, actually. I really appreciate y'all for swiping up on Instagram and asking. Next one. Why did you choose the colors that you chose for the podcast? So if you don't know, my favorite color is pink. Like, I love pink. Pink is absolutely my favorite color. It's the best color. Okay? I mean, it's not up for debate. You know, I don't know about you, argue with your mama, but it's pink. So I was like, I want pink. And then I was trying to figure out, like, okay, what colors complemented well. And so I did, like, at first I did, like, pink, green, black, white. It was giving too much AKA for me. And I was like, no. So, like, I'm not in a sorority. So I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. And then I did, like, I transitioned it more to just, like, pink, black, white. And so, I don't know, pink's my favorite color. I think those colors just, like, really complement each other well, and it's cute to me. And if you look on my podcast page, my aesthetic is busting, shorty. Okay, so at Youre Wrong Sir _ if you have not tuned in, but I love it. So that's kind of why I chose it. It was really the pink, though. 11. What fulfills you most about the work that you do? That's a great question. I remember Nate asked this. That's a good question, Nate. Okay, so what fulfills me most about the work that I do? So for me, I would say my podcast fulfills me the most. Like, if anything in this world fulfills me the most, it's my podcast and my YouTube. And I say those things because, like, I know that I'm using, like, when I finish recording these things, or especially my podcast, when I finish recording my podcast episodes, I'm like, bruh, like I just really gave, like, great educational information. I just helped somebody. Or I just taught somebody something. And so that makes me feel good because I know I'm not, like, wasting my platform. Even though it's not huge, like, I'm not wasting my platform. I don't want to get to 25K and be saying the same things. I really want to change people's lives. I want to educate them. I don't want to talk about the same stats. Oh my God, Curry just shot 15 shots in a game. Whoa, no. Like, that's amazing, but, like, that's not what I want to talk about. And so for me, what fulfills me most is the fact, like, I know that I'm putting out really good content, and I know that it's different than anybody has out here. Like, no sport podcast is being, in my opinion, as uncensored, unfiltered as me, even though people say that they are. And I don't think they're focusing on the information that I'm focusing on. And so I see this result, you know, like, I'm fulfilled when I put it out there, because, like, I know I did that. But when people text me and they're like, yo, Aniyha, I'm like, yo, what's up? And they're like, gee, your podcast is good. And I'm like, do you like it? Like, so I don't know. I just get really excited. I just like when people receive it well. And so I would say that's what fulfills me the most. I want to educate. I want to change, and I want to be real. And so when I'm doing those things, and I'm just putting out really good content that I personally love, and, like, people are texting me and saying, like, yo, and I messed with the episode. I'm like, I did it. Like, I'm fulfilled. Like, my day be made. When this episode comes out, whatever day it comes out on, I'm going to be happy because I put out content. Like, that makes me just so happy. I don't know. That's just me. Let's see. Next question. What does a typical day look like for you? Shout out to Tyler. Tyler asked this. I remember that. It varies. So right now, I got class at 9:30. I have class at 11. And I'm recording a podcast at 8 a.m. right now. Typically, I don't record YouTube videos this early. So really, honestly, like, every day depends. I will say that I am waking up early every day. Like, that's something that's concrete, that doesn't change. I've been falling off a little bit this week, but I'm usually working out after I wake up. I try to get, like, my morning routine in, so I'm listening to music, podcasts, or something like that. Something really just grounding myself in educational and learning. I'm gonna eat breakfast. If I have class, I'm gonna go to class. Probably gonna be a couple of meetings in the morning with Grady Media, GSA, our team over there with Joshua and them. Work, meetings, hanging out with friends, going to events on campus, like work. I mean, it's just work at the girls basketball team because I'm a manager. Really, like every day is different. Like there's no typical day. I would say my morning routine is probably the only thing that's like set every single day. And then at night, the fact that I go to sleep. But in between those two, it's all up for grabs. Like every week is totally different for me, except for like the things that are scheduled, which are like my classes and which are work. But outside of that, girl, but I love it. Like I like routine. Like I like having my schedule written down. Like, okay, these are the things I'm doing for today. But I don't like every day to be the same. So I really enjoy, like, there's no exact typical day for me. Everything is different. So I really enjoy it. Cause like next week I'm hopping on a flight, middle of the week. Like what? You know, cause it's never the same. My biggest inspiration, who is, no, actually, I just did that one, didn't I? Yes. Okay, next one. If somebody gives you 10K to spend a day with someone, who would it be? This is a great question. I'm gonna say Issa Rae. I'm gonna say Issa Rae right now, and it's because like she is somebody like I really like. I like the brand she's built. I like who she's become to the public. Like Issa, in my opinion, is unapologetically herself. She's very authentic. Like she's quirky, weird, but hilarious. Like I love it. And I feel like people, I feel like a lot of times on social media, people see like my professional side and they see what I'm doing with this and they see what I'm doing with that. But like my friends know me, I'm like one of the silliest people ever. Like silly. I'm very silly. I'm very goofy. I'm very corny. Like I'm just one of those people, and I think a lot of people don't see that. And so I would like to learn from her how she just implements her authenticity into every single thing, you know. And also for me, I want my podcast to be a huge show. I want it to be a show. I want autonomy, but I would love to know, like, how does she go from YouTube and having her own stuff to going to HBO Max and putting her show on there? And how does she trust that they wouldn't take like full creative reign from her? How does she trust that they wouldn't change who she was, like, and accept who she is and her writing style and all of those things? So I want to be with Issa. I think Issa fun. Issa plug. I love her show. She's very creative. She writes everything. I would just really like to pick her brain, pick how she does business. It would definitely be Issa Rae. I love her. And if y'all don't watch Insecure, what are you doing? Tune in, okay? Next question. How often do you separate from mental health, and any suggestions? This is, like, when I say an amazing question, it's an amazing question. I have been trying to grow in that aspect, but I was struggling, especially because after I started the podcast, like, things were on a roll. After I met Joshua, things were on a roll. My life was like work. Put out content. And earlier this year, I had got into the space where I was like, that's why I stopped podcasting from September all the way to like dang near December. Like I literally just released the episode a week or two ago. And that was like the first episode I had released in like 3 or 2 months. Because I felt like I was getting in a routine and like work was consuming me. And I kind of forgot, like, dang, and you a social person. Who are you outside of this, you know? And so I would say it can be sometimes hard to separate. But you can do things like stop responding to your text after 5 p.m. A lot of people talk in sports like, you always need to be available. Yeah, that's true, but I feel like that's unhealthy. Like, you're not about to catch me at 10 p.m. doing no work for you. I'm sorry, I'm not about to do it. Because this is my time. Like, I'm in college. I still have to enjoy my year. I'm a junior. Like, I only have 1 year left, right? And so I have to enjoy that time. I want to go to parties. I want to go to probates on campus. I want to hang out with my friends and go celebrate birthdays. And I want to travel with my friends, and I want to do stuff. And so, like, this year I've been really intentional. Like, if I'm feeling overwhelmed and I just want to go see my best friend in Madison, Wisconsin, I want to go see my friends, I just get up and I go drive and I go do it. Like, you just have to do things like that. Take time for yourself. If you know, like, I'm an overachiever, so I'm one of them people like, hey, ooh, this homework assignment due next Wednesday. Let me do it this Tuesday. Like, girl, chill. And then I wouldn't miss a party simply because I'm like, I'm grinding. I want to get my homework done a week ahead. But like, no, Aniyha, it's okay. Like, go outside. Go outside, be with your friends, like take time for yourself. Step away from your phone. Like sometimes put it on do not disturb and lay down and girl, get in your bed, go on Netflix and watch a movie. Go get your nails done. You ain't got your nails done and hair done in 2 weeks because you're trying to save and you fake saving, but you buying food outside. Like, go get your nails done, okay? I'm telling this to myself because they look bad. And my toes do too. But it's okay. I would definitely say, like, separate yourself. Separate yourself. Working out really helps me mentally. It really helps my mental health. It really helps me be okay. Cutting your phone off on Do Not Disturb. Knowing how to say no. I have a hard time with that. Like, if somebody like, hey, can you do this? Like, yeah, I can do it. Knowing dang well I don't want to do that. But I still do it. So, I'm learning how to say no. Like, no, I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to go to that event. No, thank you. Because I'd just rather be here. Or I'd rather be with my friends. Or I'd rather be with family. So, you just have to learn how to say no. Prioritize certain things. And just, like, put yourself first. Put yourself first. That's all you can do. Next question. My biggest obstacle right now. Shout out to Joshua Grady. Joshua asked me this. I love this question. My biggest obstacle is that, okay, let me break it down. I see my potential. I see how great I can be as a podcaster. I see the money out there. People are telling me, like, oh my God, Aniyha, you're great. You have the connections. All of these things, like, you have so much potential, like, you're on your way. First of all, my 2 biggest obstacles are time and patience. I have to work on my patience now because I see my potential and I kind of feel like I know that God has big for me, that sometimes like I can't wait. Like, God, give it to me. Like, God, give me my show. I feel like my stuff better than I am an athlete. Why am I not on TV? And that's how I feel. And sometimes I have to not be selfish and understand, like, okay, Aniyha, if God didn't place you there yet, maybe you don't have all the tools that you need. Maybe you haven't experienced enough failure so that when you do get to the point where every single body in this world is watching you, you good, right? And so I have to be more patient. Also, time. I got up at 6 a.m. today. I'm up at 8 a.m. I got a class at 9. And so now I got to upload this on my computer, send it to Danielle, my editor, make sure she gets it out, schedule it. Like, it's time. Like, being a content creator and a full-time college student and internship, and on top of that, I have a job here on campus, and on top of that, you know, I was prepping and recruiting to get the internship for Nike next summer. Like, it can be a lot. And sometimes I just want to, like, I just want time to stop, to be honest. And so, I think that when I get out of school, balancing that, like, it's hard because sometimes I'm in classes and I'm like, bro, school is not helping me do what I want to do. I have the connections. Like, now I already worked at Nike, bro. I don't need this degree. Like, you know, sometimes it's how you feel. Because I'm a believer, like, yeah, it's about what you know, but college has really shown me, y'all, it's about who you know. It's about who you know. And, like, when you can interview well and you have the correct soft skills, bro, you're good. When you're a creative person, you're good. When you have social media, you're good. And so I'm like, dang, like, do I want this degree? Like, I do, but, like, it's taken away from me being a creative person, and it's taken away from me dedicating all of my day to content creation. So time is my biggest obstacle. I'm working on it. I'm still trying to get up early, manage my time well with what I have, but I gotta get this degree. So after senior year, I'm gonna have all the time for what I want to do, but right now, that's my biggest obstacle. That's a great question, by the way. My favorite artist. I mean, is that a question? Did you ask me that? J. Cole. What's wrong with y'all, boy? Cold world, okay? I love J. Cole. Favorite artist, favorite rapper, hands down. Don't want to argue with your mama. I don't care. Like, what? Hold on. Watch this. Let me play a Cole song. Have y'all heard Off Season? This is my song. Hold on. What? This man is cold. Killer. It's the Off Season. What? This is my song. I love J. Cole. I just actually see him in concert for the first time. I don't know. It was like, I don't know, it was a couple weeks ago. I went with Jalen from business school here. Shout out Jalen. I love you, Jalen. But we had a great time and it was so fun. But like, Cole is a GOAT because he has meaning in all of his words. Like, his songs just don't be saying anything. Like, yeah, I love me some Thug and Uzi and I don't even know what they saying, but the beat be hard. But like, J. Cole really be spitting that stuff. So I love J. Cole. 18. Next question. My college experience. It has been a roller coaster. I think that's the best way to explain it. I'm a first generation college student. I've never had anyone to tell me like, hey, this is what you should be going into. This is what you should be expecting. Like, I learned it kind of all on my own and with my friends and with the help of professors and mentors. So it's just been eye-opening. Like I love my college experience. It's teaching me things with relationships with people, whether that's like a relationship, you know, or that's friendships. Like all of these different things, they have taught me like so much. So my college experience has been really, really good. My biggest takeaways though: network, build genuine relationships. Two, put your best foot forth, and you know, really just stand out, because this is the only time in life where you'll have all day to do whatever you want. You can skip class and still get A in the class, you know? Like, you can't skip work and still get paid. So this is the only time where you can do that. So my college experience has really, really been great. U of I has been great. I didn't even want to come here at first, and it's been amazing. It was the best decision for me. They're great people here. I love the black community here. I don't love all of them. I don't like everybody. But, you know, it's just been really eye-opening for me. Everybody is into entrepreneurship here. Some people are content creators. So it just motivates me. I really love my college. So I love my alma mater. I'm going to say Illini forever. It's forever in my heart. So yeah. 19. How have you grown this year? Terrible times and what came out of it. I've grown so much this year. I've grown professionally. I've grown personally. I've grown so much. I've grown so much. I've grown as a content creator, bro. I know like what are different things to do. I can better edit my videos, things like that. Terrible times. I've lost friendships in college. I've lost friendships this year. And I really hold on to my friendships a lot, like really closely, like I said earlier. And it just taught me like some people aren't good for you. Some people aren't benefiting you, and you just have to understand, like, okay, you know, a lot of my friends don't understand me. Some people do not understand my work ethic, or I feel like respect my work ethic. And so now I have to push you aside, no matter how much you were there for me, because you don't get why I'm grinding so hard now. Like, I'm gonna be somebody soon. It can be little things like that. Terrible times with the recruiting process for internship. Thank God I got Nike, but Pepsi told myself no. They were like, bye. And I was like, okay. If I can't get Pepsi, I don't know if I can get Nike. I had a call with a Nike exec, and he made me feel so inadequate. And I was like, wow. And, you know, it's been times where I have been low, y'all. I have been low. I felt down mentally, where I felt like I was giving to everybody professionally and not contributing to my podcast, not contributing to my ideas. I'm so focused on other people's dreams and companies, and I'm not living out what I want to do. I'm not putting 24/7 into my podcast, my content. And so those have like been hard times, but I would say what came out of it was me learning to stand up for myself, a stronger mental, not caving in to people making me feel bad about my dreams and my aspirations and what I want to do. So those are some things. Last two questions. Are you excited about Nike? Yes. Okay, I'm so excited. I don't really, first of all, I've never been good at geography, right? So the other day I was like, where's Oregon? Like, where really is Oregon? Like, I've heard of the state, but where's Oregon on the map? Y'all know it was right by California. I did not know that. Don't drink me. I know, okay? I swear, in school, I never memorized the map when I was little, ever. I used to like, get out of it. Like, I don't know, I think it's cheat on test with the map, but I was not good with the map at all. Like, I couldn't even tell you what Idaho is. I don't know. So, I'm very excited. I looked it up. I'm very excited. I had a meeting with my manager the other day, and she was so sweet, bro. She was so cool, so real. Like, if you need real advice, like, let me know. I'll tell you where to stay in Portland. Like, it was just really fun. And so I'm excited. They've been really welcoming. I think this is going to grow me. This discount going to look real good, because your girl needs shoes. And, like, it's going to come clutch. Hit me up. I mean, if you need me to resell, okay, I got you. But I'm just playing. I do not need to get fired. But I'm really excited, and Oregon is very like full of nature, and I think it's gonna be a time for me to like be one with nature, really hone in on my content, like focus. I'm hyped. I'm hyped, y'all. I'm excited. Last question. Advice to those who are trying to build a brand and market themselves like you. Still trying to do this. Consistency is key. Good quality, but the great quality will come. Like, my quality for my YouTube videos weren't like this at first. I had to buy a camera. You know, I had to get a ring light. Like, I had to get those things. So just continue to like build. So just be consistent. Don't worry always about quality, but worry about like, you know, that you're putting stuff out there, and it'll gradually improve because you'll learn. I will say, like, get catchy names. Get a name for yourself. Like, you're wrong, sir. Like, people come to me at school all the time like, you're wrong, sir. You're wrong, ma'am. I'm like, you're so lame. But like, that makes me feel good because it's like, I built a brand. This is what you recognize me with, this podcast. So it's from consistency. It's because I put it out there. Nobody's going to promote you like yourself. Nobody. Nobody. No spot. Nobody. Unless you promote yourself. I just did something like, I had podcast stickers and I put them in cards, and I sent people messages for Thanksgiving thanking everybody who's helped me along the way. That's brand loyalty right there. That's brand recognition right there. Now people are putting the stickers on their laptops, putting it on their refrigerators. People are sending me pictures. I'm like, perfect. People are having it in the background. Joshua had in the background his podcast videos. Great, because I don't know who's going to see that. And so now I'm getting people to know who Youre Wrong Sir is. So I would just say be consistent. You are a reflection of your brand. Whatever you want to be known for, that's how you need to carry yourself wherever you go. If you want to be the girl that's super nice, professional, and a great person and kind that helps people, you can't be mean to everybody outside and not speak. That's not correlated. You are like the epitome of your brand. So whoever you're like acting now, whoever you are to other people right now, that's your brand. So if you want to change it, like, start being intentional about always thinking about that. And I would say, yeah, just be consistent, like, and pray about it. Everything that's supposed to happen for you will come, and you will figure out what your purpose is. That's all I got, bro. That was 21 questions. That's my Q&A. I really hope this just helped you all figure out who I am, and we out. My camera was about to die, so I was like, ooh, let me get it out. But thank you guys for tuning in. I really, really appreciate you. Tune in to another episodes, the rest of the episodes on the channel. I hope this was informative. I hope you got to understand who Aniyha Jones is behind these ideas and the creative. I appreciate you guys. I love you. Subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one, all right? We out.